Have you heard the voices of the British politicians? Have you heard their voices? They won't say anything. They will not. It started 1960. We are talking about 2009. Genocide happened more than 60 years ago. More than 60 years ago. Sri Lanka is loading.
Iran, Russia, China, North Korea, ISIS, Al-Qaeda. They may be watching this right now. Our military should not be mistaken for a cable news gabfest show. We don't care what you look like. We don't care who you voted for, who you worship, who you love. It doesn't matter if your dad left you millions when he died or if you knew who your father was. We have been honed into a machine of lethal moving parts that you would be wise to avoid if you know what's good for you. We will not be intimidated. We will not back down. We've seen war. We don't want war. But if you want war with the United States of America, there's one thing I can promise you, so help me God. Someone else will raise your sons and daughters.
What you're doing today, Mr. President, is restoring it to precisely where it should be based on what the Space Force, the Air Force, your leadership believes will give us strategic advantage in the future. That is Huntsville, Alabama. We are way ahead in space, but this will ensure we stay leaps and bounds ahead because that's the most important domain. Whoever controls the skies will control the future of warfare. And Mr. President, today you're ensuring that happens. Thank you.
There was no Truth Nigeria. There was no media organizations. And you know what was happening to those people? To Lawrence and Masara Kim and all of them? The journalists sitting in the big capital cities, the big cities and in the capital, who were taking the line from the government and didn't have the courage or the integrity or the professionalism or the character or the motivation to go to those frontline villages. They just bought the line from the government that it wasn't really happening, and they bought the line from the U.S. State Department that this is nomadic tribesmen being forced to move from climate change. The Fulani are not really terrorists. Oh, the fact that they're Muslims got nothing to do with it. Because they're nomadic tribesmen, they're looking for other land. They're looking to go somewhere, and that's forcing them to clash with the Christian villages. Nonsense. That's absolute nonsense. That is just an example to you of how climate has been used as a scam. I mean, it's not just fake, it's much worse than that. All of these systems that are being implemented that are so profoundly dishonest, they're systems of control. How do we control the people, control the information and the narrative, and then have that as cover to do whatever it is that we want to do, which, by the way, is to go into Christian villages and not only annihilate people. I mean, in one of the recent attacks that Truth Nigeria has reported on, putting women and children inside cages in the market and burning them alive.
The insurgents have apparently changed their strategy. They have started targeting Christians and Christian villages for a specific reason, which is to trigger a religious war and throw the nation into chaos. This is not to say that they have stopped attacking Muslims, but they seem to now have a deliberate policy of attacking Christians. The attack on a Christian village, Korangulume, near Chibok, the killing of the chairman of the Christian Association of Nigeria, the late Lawan Andimi, in Michigan local government in Adamawa State, the killing of Rockville, Dacia Dalep, a student who was also a member of the Church of Christ in Nations, cousin, and the killing of 11 Christians on Christmas Eve fit into this new strategy.
Hello, my people. I extend my greetings to everyone. Looking at the video that played just now, there's something I want to understand about this country in Nigeria. You see, evil, corruption has eaten up the fabrics. Let me say, it's not pandemic, it's endemic. Corruption is endemic. We don't see the end at sight. I must tell you the truth. Now, external power. I now reflected years back. during the late Buhari's regime. I reflected how this thing came about. You could remember when they do visa on arrival during the COVID-19 visa on arrival. All the Fulanis all over the world, all from African regions, African continents, we are trooping into Nigeria. This thing happened, I think, second tenure during the election. It happened also 2014-15. Many of them that were caught, they said that they were imported, that we saw, national ID card and all those, NIN and all those stuff in their hands. They claim to be citizens. Now, all these things happen. After election, for them to leave, it became a problem. Visa on arrival. Now, that time, Eli Mohammed, I could remember, he said, in comparison, that the people that were killed in their regime, beginning of their first tenure, will not be compared with those that were killed during PDP's regime. That's making comparison in killing, not to stop it. And you watch the video where he confirmed that Christians have been targeted. So why all this uproar? Why all these arguments? So all these fabrications, accusing Trump, accusing America, they want a mineral, and are you richer than America? Without the mineral, are we not in a mess? Are we not in a nonsensical situation? Are we not in a nonsensical situation? Barrenness of a busy life. The minerals they are looting, exploitation and all whatnots. The loans that are collected from China, where is the accountability? Gold in the north. And every other mineral we have here. What can we show with them? If they want mineral for peace to reign, for lives to be saved, then let them come for it. Let them come for it. A lot of people have been massacred. Women, messed up sexually. Children murdered in front of their parents. Parents were eliminated. Total annihilation in so many communities. And some people are still talking. Some people are still talking. Let me say this, it's not moving into the leading party or ruling party is the problem. You could remember one of the politicians says, he's a present senator or minister now, that once you come into this party, your sins are forgiven. So calculate all the people that committed heinous crimes that move into this party. How do we separate the repentant Boko Haram in the military and the genuine military? How do we separate them? It's like missing a rice and the gari. How do you separate them? So if the genuine soldiers can easily tell us, those guys, that is the major problem we have on the part of the military. The sabotage, the ambush. How many times have they carried ambush against the military? Wasting the lives of our young men. To a certain level that most of the commandants and army generals were begging you to join army. The compromise has affected everything negatively. It's a fruitless effort. We have seen a whole lot. Families wiped out. Benue State, Plateau. We have seen videos. They have their facts on the ground. So why are we agreeing? The list of the sponsors that we have brought out, what did the government do? Any investigation? Innocent protesters are now tagged terrorists. Then the main terrorists are now called bandits. And the criminals. They use insecticide on protesters. They use perfume on bandits. The main terrorists that have affiliation with Al-Qaeda, ISIS, and the dreaded 1 to 3. Boko Haram, I think, is number 4. So why are we agreeing? So APC made comparison that they have not killed up to those they killed during PDP's regime. So they have comparison in killing. Confusion everywhere. Sponsored media, be careful. Because if you sponsor evil, if you cover evil, definitely evil will rule you. Beware of God and your household. This is a political revival hitting Nigeria, and nobody can stop it. It's a wave, a dangerous wave indeed. May God deliver this country. When people say may God bless, You deliver before you bless. May God deliver this country. That's all I can say. So we welcome the external powers, that can help us to save Nigerians, the impoverished Nigerians from this siege. We're under siege. We're under siege. Have you heard the voices of the British politicians? Have you heard the voices of the British politicians? Have you heard their voices? They won't say anything. They will not. It started 1960. We are talking about 2009. Genocide happened more than 60 years ago. More than 60 years ago. And you will even hear some politicians saying that they are killing Muslims, they are killing Christians. We are not talking about the people they are killing now. If the word genocide, the keyword genocide is the problem, forget about the people they are killing. They are killing everybody, we have understood. But the question is, who is carrying out that killing? Who is eliminating innocent people, helpless children? Who is eliminating them? Sri Lanka is loading. Sri Lanka is loading. Innocent blood is crying. Falsehood everywhere. Lies. Gang up. Click. Former governor of Kogi State and those that use over 400 million to cut grasses. What of the money that python swallowed? The one that monkey swallowed? Where do we start? What of the proceeds of the what do you call it? Oil subsidy? Where is the account? This country, we are on a sinking ground. But I know that every evil has expiry dates. Every evil, we are sitting on a keg of a gunpowder. There was a video, one man who said that they are tired of making money. And not Anna. They are tired of making money. So there must be an account of the money America brought, all the service chiefs that served them. They need to come and they give an account. Instead of putting an end to evil and going after these guys, I heard from some media personnel that some individuals are going after some media persons. Those who are, posting anything about genocide. The ones that committed, they are asking off. And they are now looking for somebody they will eliminate. Somebody they will arrest. You can't gag media. The time had expired. There was a time they shut down Twitter during the time of Lai Mohammed. More than 6 months. And it affected so many youths and businesses. What haven't we seen in this country? In the name of politics. They say it's a sovereign nation. Sovereign what? Sovereign nation and the so-called politicians. The megalomaniacs, they are doing what they like. Life has no meaning, zero value. And you are calling it a sovereign nation. You are suffocating the masses, impoverishing them, looting public funds, buying property abroad. The question you ask yourself, is Nigeria the only country that has Muslims? Look at Qatar, look at Morocco, look at Egypt, look at Saudi Arabia. And there's so many other countries. UAE, all of them are excelling economically. Politically, they are excelling. They are moving higher, growing in geometrical their economy. All these places, all the countries, that's Arab countries, most of them are cool. Why Nigeria and the other few countries in Africa? And you people are holding solidarity to the evil men, to the killers, to the terrorists, and you think it will last. It will not last. So running into leading party or ruling party will not even cover you. They have the names of the sponsors. You can run, but you cannot hide. Share this video. My name is Brother Paul Uchibo. May God bless you all.